electrifying day of world-class show jumping set against the iconic skyline of London. From the historic grandeur of Tower Bridge to the vibrant energy of the Thames, this city provides a stunning backdrop for today's equestrian excellence. Riders from across the globe all gathering here in London today to go on and check their precision, their skill, their speed in our thrilling sport. And today in particular here in London marks a really big moment, as today becomes the first official day that the new mid-season transfers become available in the 2025 Global Champions League season. And what a better way, what a bigger way for us to start that conversation than with the Rome Gladiators that welcome in one of the most iconic men in the sport who comes back to the Global Champions League. We are delighted, we are very excited to see the man who comes in for the outgoing John Whittaker. More on that later. Is the returning star of Peter Fredriksson. Peter, how wonderful to have you back here in the Global Champions League. Have you missed us?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's really nice to be back.
Talk to me about coming back to London in particular. It was not, I think, 2 years ago where you and I had a conversation here in London. That was the return after your bad fall, your heavy injury. How have the last 2 years have been? How's it been for the treatment, for the body? How has that been for you?
It was a bit of a road coming back, but to be honest now, I feel really good. Everything is touch wood.
As strong as ever.
No pain.
Thoughts on returning back to the Global Champions League? It's a wonderful initiative. It's a very unique format. What is it like to return to the GCL for you?
No, I really enjoyed it. It was great coming here yesterday, seeing everybody again, and you know, this is a great place also, great backdrop and good show.
Later on today, we'll see Vroom de la Pomme from you. Talk to us about your stables. What does Peter Fredriksson bring to the Rome Gladiators for the second half of the season? What does the stables at home look like?
I have, for this show, I have Vroom de la Pomme now in the first round, and then in the second round I have Al Capone.
Who is at home? Who are you working on? Who are you developing for the future?
Yeah, I had a great string of horses that unfortunately, like horses do, they get old. So I retired some good horses like All In and Catch Me Not and Christian K. So now I'm bringing up a new string of young horses.
It's difficult for me not to imagine that there must be some kind of mentorship role that maybe you'll take on in the team. You come with years of experience, all those years of performing at the highest level. Is that something that was discussed with the team? Is it something that you want to do? Have they asked that of you? Is it something you enjoy doing? Will you look to talk to the younger riders in the team?
Yeah, we have some younger ones in the team, and I mean, I'm happy if I can help them in any way. You know, I'm there. If they have questions, I'm always there for them.
What has the messaging been from the Rome Gladiators in the sequence of getting you to come onto the team? What was the conversation like? What is the hope from them to have you on this team?
Yeah, like I said, this is my first show, so I'm just getting started and get to know everybody, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Okay, listen, we are very, very happy to have you here. I know it has been an exciting journey over the mid-season transfers. We'll have a lot more of that information coming up a little bit later on throughout the day. Some of the big news, as today marks the first day of those mid-season transfers. It is the first time that we will see the likes of Peter Fredriksson, and we'll take you through the list of the entire lineup of riders that now will make appearances not just today, but for the second half of the season as well. Lovely start time for the Rome Gladiators, by the way. 17th last to go, and you'll finally see Peter Fredriksson back in GCL jumpers, back in the team's competition. It is wonderful to have you. Best of luck, and we look forward to chatting to you throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Peter Fredriksson will be a part of the GCL to the close at the GC Prague playoffs later on this year. For now, though, as we get to enjoy and appreciate this incredible city, let's throw to Rosie Turner for the first time and find out exactly where she is this afternoon.
Hello and welcome to a bit more of a special journey to our event this weekend. I am on the Thames Clipper to explore some of the rich history of London, the vibrant culture, and more importantly, the iconic landmarks. Come with me on this very special journey. Well, as we go along the Thames River, you can see that it's actually quite busy with quite a few other boats as well. The river is always very busy, which really showcases just what a vibrant city this is. We emerge from under the bridge. We can see one of the most iconic landmarks in London. This is the London Eye. It was released to the public in March 2000, the millennium year. And as you can see, or you might not be able to, it is moving very, very slowly. In fact, lots of people don't think it moves at all, but I guarantee you that it does. And you can have a go in one of those pods and go all the way around the London Eye. And the view from the top is very, very special. Now, one of the most impressive buildings on our route, I think, has to be Big Ben. It really is just magnificent. We've just heard it chime as well. It's got 5 bells, and it was rebuilt in 1859 after a fire destroyed it. And as we go through this bridge, we're going to lose Big Ben just for a second here as we go through. But I promise you, as we come out, we have the Palace of Westminster. Look at that. How magnificent, how impressive is this? And this is where the Houses of Parliament are as well. Just behind this is Westminster Abbey, where we see so many royals getting married, and of course Buckingham Palace is just a stone's throw away from there. We really are being spoilt for choice on this journey, I must say. I have just spotted MI5, which I don't know if you're a fan of the James Bond films, but that is real life James Bond right there. Now, as we come to the end of our journey, we just have one more stop, and that is Battersea Power Station. Now, it used to be a working power station, but it's been modernised now into a shopping centre, blocks of flats, and there are even swimming pools on the rooftop. I know, it's quite amazing. And as we can hear, we're going to stop right here, and we're going to walk across Chelsea Bridge before we got to the Royal Hospital Chelsea, where our event is this weekend.
This will be a sensational evening. Delighted to welcome you to in Monaco for GCL Round 2. Squad United, we welcome, but this could be critical. Lorenzo De Luca has jumped a sensational round here. The final fence, and it's a double clear for Volkswagen United. That puts serious pressure on. Now, Basel sitting on a score of 4, doing a very good job here. Turns back to the fired vertical. Oh, that, the mistake, I'm afraid, from Napoli, then heading Medal Lassentolf. Just the one mistake, I'm afraid, for Andreas Sko. Now Madrid in motion. Michael van der Vleuten was not ideal, but there is the mistake, I'm afraid. It's a shocking pair of rails down for this great combination. Oh, here we go. Volkswagen United watch on intently, because this man can jump a clear round and guarantee the win for Stockholm Hearts there. Liverpool Philip Hearts has the mistake, so now time is critical. But there's the mistake. Volkswagen United are the winners here.
Yeah, it's amazing. Riding with Gilles, Marcus, Hansi, everyone in the team. It's incredible. Give always the best. And Gilles is flying at the moment, and it's so good to be part of it and to ride in the same team. So we're super happy tonight.
Well, Istanbul Warriors are the reigning champions of London. I have one of their team members here, Abdul. It's great to see you back here in London. You were just saying you wanted to take a look at this arena because you haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't been here in a couple of years, and it's very nice to be back. It looks incredible, and very excited to jump for the Istanbul Warriors this week.
It was a different team last year that won it, but how confident are you that the team can come back again and reclaim their title?
I mean, they set the bar pretty high, so I'm not going to be too cocky, but I think we have a strong team. We have 3 very, very good riders here this week, and good horses, really good horses, so I'm excited. It has to all work out, hopefully, but I think there's a big chance it does.
And are the horses all feeling in good order ahead of the weekend?
Yeah, my ones were really fresh. I didn't see the other guys just yet. They just arrived, so I'll get to see them now in the warm-up, but all the horses look great in the boxes, and they look like they're feeling very good.
It's a very different arena as well to our last stage in Monaco, which was much, much smaller. Coming here into this arena, do the horses prefer this one? Are they more suited to this arena?
I think this is definitely a touch easier from the space aspect, but I think it really depends on the horse. Some horses also love Monaco. The fact that it's small and exciting and it comes quick makes them even jump better, I think. But in general, this is definitely a touch easier.
The team have been doing better and better all throughout the season. It's been very exciting to watch, winning in Paris as well. You were on that team. Just how much of a fight for the top 4 is this team hoping for?
Oh, we're definitely going to fight, that's for sure. We've been, very motivated. We've been discussing and planning together how to come together and perform on the right moment. Again, we're dealing with horses, so you never know. But, I mean, we want to do our absolute best to finish in the top 4 this season, and we're working really hard towards it.
Can you give us an idea of some of the stuff that has been said and some of the tactics behind the scenes?
I mean, mainly it was planning for shows, putting together the right group, and they're, planning which riders will go where, which horses suit which arena better and will feel more comfortable to jump better. It's just trying to put together all these dots to make the bigger picture. But sometimes we think one thing and we get the opposite, and sometimes both ways, good and bad. So we'll see.
Of course, we've had the mid-season transfers, and actually the team decided to remain with the riders that were already in the team. Is that a decision that you thought might happen?
To be honest, yes. Obviously, the team owner, has to take that decision. But I think we have a fantastic group of people as human beings, riders. We work very well together. So I honestly didn't see any reason for change. But again, that's the boss's decision.
Abdel, we wish you and the team a very, very good luck for the weekend.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
A look back as to what took place in Monaco, and now hearing the thoughts of Abdel Said from the Istanbul Warriors. They come to London as the defending champions from 2024. A young horse in round one for Abdel Said today. Calvaro, only 9 years of age, will be jumping that first round along with Simon de Lestre, with the 12-year-old himself. Let's take a look at the first opportunity we have in the season here in London. It presents us the opportunity to see the new mid-season transfers. This is a defining moment in the season. It is the moment in the season where reinforcements are brought in, and it is the first opportunity that we have to see those reinforcements. So for any rider that must come in, unfortunately, it means that riders must go out. Sana Teysa will no longer be a part of the Global Champions League for the second half of the season. Julien Akata for the Doha Falcons. That is a big, big blow for them. Some of the riders that make their way out. Spencer Smith for New York Empire. Kyle Tim for the Prague Lions. And John Whittaker for the Rome Gladiators. Isn't that a big, big name to make a move in the mid-season transfer? Johan Sebastian Gulliksen as well makes his way off of the Scandinavian Vikings. A wrap of the riders that are making their way out of the mid-season transfers, but what this does is make opportunity to bring new riders that are coming in. So let's take a look at those that are now taking their place, those riders that are now coming in. Excitingly, we spoke to Peter Fredriksson earlier on this afternoon already. The multi-champion, the multi-stage GCL stage winner. In fact, a former Longines Global Champions Tour season winner comes in Peter Fredriksson. Thibaut Philipparts, now a younger Philipparts brother. You know of Nicola, you know of Olivier. Welcome to yet another riding sensation from the Philipparts team. Thibaut Philipparts now makes his way in as well. Darren Dermasoy comes in for the Prague Lions. Amongst many others, we see Shane Breen, we see Bertram Allen making their way in as well. Exciting new faces that will now participate in the second half of the Global Champions League season as these riders now officially make their way in from now until the end of the season at the GC playoffs in Prague later on this year. It is an exciting moment for the season. It is an exciting turning point for the second half of the season as well. And we welcome those new mid-season transfers in for the very first time. What does the start list look like here in London? Rome Gladiators have a very, very favourable start. They'll be the last team to go. But who is the first team to come in? Remember, Global Champions League round one, it is determined, auto-generated by a computer, will determine the starting lineup. It looks like this from start to finish. Falkenswaard United, are they not on fire in 2025? Of course, no thanks to the incredible Gilles Thomas, who's been in sensational form. He jumps alongside Marcus Eining this afternoon. Stockholm Hearts, powered by H&M Wheel of Horses, they are in desperate need for championship points. Can they then get themselves some of those championship points later on this afternoon? That is the big question for Caroline Pedersen and Nicola Philipparts. We see the list building on. The Razorback International, Canstars, the Paris Panthers, and Madrid in Motion will be the team that takes us to the halfway point. Your returning champions, the Istanbul Warriors, will be followed by the Shanghai Swans. They started with such promise at the start of the season. They seem to have lost their way just a little bit. Can they make up some points here tonight as well? We'll find out. Doha Falcons, the Monaco Comets, and as promised, Rome Gladiators, the final team in today's Global Champions League round one. That is how it shapes up today as the sun begins to rise incredibly high and incredibly beautifully over the Royal Hospital here in Chelsea. Interestingly as well, we talk about the Philippots brothers. Now 3 of them, by the way, compete in the Global Champions League. But let's not forget that the Conter sisters are performing alongside one another as well. It really is a family business here. As Zoe and Emily Conter compete here in the Global Champions League, we took some time to catch up with the Conter sisters.
Zoe, Emily, welcome to London. It's so exciting to have you here. How are you feeling though, Emily? Because this is your first time jumping for the team, but it's also the first time you've been sisters on the same team.
Yeah, I must say it's quite exciting because it's been many years. I was like, I would love to be on a global team one year, and finally this year is the year. And we get to do it together for the first time, so yeah, it's pretty special.
Zoe, just tell us a little bit about your childhood and growing up together. Was horses always something you bonded over?
Yes, 100%. Me and Emily are only 16 months apart, so we're actually very close in age, which is really fun. We're like more friends than sisters. So we've been like that our entire lives, did everything together, our childhood on. We actually have shared many European championships together. We've been on a few times on the same team together, so it's actually not our first time being on a team together, but it's been a while ago, so we're really excited for it.
Yeah, and this is your first GCL team together as well, and that's a whole different scenario. You've obviously jumped for the team before. Emily, what are you expecting from this weekend?
Well, I hope to do some clear rounds, for sure, but no, really just taking in the experience as well, and the atmosphere is totally different than other shows, so yeah, no, really looking forward to it.
Zoe, have you given her any advice?
Wait, I haven't actually. She just asked me, can I go first? Yeah, my mare can't walk. I just asked her because we both have our crazy mares on the team together, so we were communicating who should go first, which mare will be crazier if they have to wait a bit longer. No, we were really excited. Got it out of the way. And she doesn't need any advice. She's been doing so good, and she's brought her best mare here, so I trust that she knows what she's doing.
All I can see is that you guys must have a lot of fun together. It must be chaos as well when you were growing up together with horses and ponies, and you know, did you ever fight over who gets which one? And
for sure. I don't know if we did. For sure, there's been many fights, maybe not always about the horses, but on different, a lot of different aspects. Obviously, when you have such a close relationship, it's meant to be chaos. I think it's meant to be very intense. So, but that's what's fun. It's always entertaining with us. Never a dull day. Moment. We also live together, so
live together as well. Wow, that's intense.
Intense. Yeah.
Very, but we love it. You've competed against each other, you've competed together in the past. It's the first time we're seeing you compete together. What's easier, competing together or competing against each other?
Competing together, I would say. I would say so too. Because we both want to win, that's the thing. And if we can win together, that's great. Nice. We're aiming for a podium spot tomorrow. So.
What will that feeling be like if you are on the podium together? What will that feeling be like?
Yeah, I think it would just be very fun, because if you can get such a result and achievement with someone you're really close to, I think it makes it even more special. If you like really did it together, you both, it's not like with a scratch result or anything, so you both really did your best.
Obviously this is sort of the second half of the season, the start of the second half of the season, and we've had mid-season transfers as well. Petronella comes into the team and is here this weekend too. What are your tactics going into the second half of the season? Zoe, I'll probably ask that to you because you've been jumping a bit more.
I mean, our tactics, obviously we want to perform our best and do as well as possible, but also at the start of the season we said we were a bit of a close-knit team, and we're actually enjoying the whole experience a lot, so we're really happy to have another rider on board that's actually already part of our team, so that's nice, and we all know each other very well. Obviously, maybe a change of face will bring some new motivation to the team, and let's see what we can do the second half, but we're excited. My main mare, Bella is her name. I'm bringing her here, and normally to New York as well. I'll do the second round tomorrow, that's right, and then hopefully the Grand Prix. So I keep her a bit for those big classes, and then I have some other horses that are moving up a little, so it's excited to move them up and get to know them a bit better.
And how much has the team been talking about getting up into that top 10 and potentially further? Because we do have quite a lot of the season left. I think we all get to this point and think we're nearly done, but actually we're not even close.
No, I think still a lot of things can happen, and Mexico Amigos are sitting in 10th position, I think, at the moment. We've been calling ourselves a little bit the midfielders, and we gotta determined to get out of the midfield. It's really what we've been talking about the past few weeks, the past few months. So we really need a big result, get ourselves out of the midfield, and then we'll have motivation to keep climbing in that ranking.
We both put our best mares in tomorrow, so hopefully we can get the results we're hoping for.
A wonderful opportunity to get to know the Conter sisters a little bit better as Zoe and Emily sit down with Rosie to give them some insight as to what his life has been like for the Conter sisters growing up, competing together for the Mexico Amigos. Zoe will jump round 1 this afternoon alongside Petronella Anderson. They will be the 2 riders coming out for the Mexico Amigos, powered by the H5 stables. And that essentially brings us that much closer to the start of the competition. So let's wrap up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London. Welcome to the next stage of the Global Champions League. Welcome to the first time that we see the new mid-season transfers in 2025.